In this video, we are going to learn third unit. The topic name here is working together. As part of that, we have to discover the theme. The theme here is the future of work. Okay, so I have given notes already. I sent that to you. I am going to explain that now. Okay, so here the future of work, for that best example is you are attending online classes. Okay, here we are not taking the help of physical classroom. You are not attending classes physically. Okay, so you are in your comfort zone. That means you are in your home and you are accessing the material, okay, through internet. Okay, so smartphones, social networking sites, many apps, chat box apps, softwares helped us to connect with each other. Okay, now see, the biggest wonder of 21st century is nothing but technology. You all know that. Okay, so technology has completely changed the way companies collaborate nowadays. Okay, so here you may have a branch in India itself. I am giving example. In India itself, we have to connect with all states. For example, AP, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, and Delhi, Goa, Uttar Pradesh, some other states. Okay, here if you want to connect all these states, so how you are doing that? Using technology only, you are connecting yourself with all these states. Okay, domestically we can work. Okay, there is no need for us to have a particular office. Okay, our smartphone is enough to have access with all these states. Okay, so if you want to work internationally also, okay, so one country is going to have connection with multiple countries. I have given example here itself. So internationally, see, India, Russia, Britain, Canada, China, Japan, Korea, with any other country you are going to have connections. How means? Because of technology. Okay, so instantaneous communication was possible because of internet. Okay, technological revolutions really helped us to conquer time and distance also. Okay, so here really the way we work, the way we manage distance really helped us to earn more nowadays. Okay, technology has helped us connect with people anywhere and at any time. You all know that we can connect with any people at any time. Okay, this increased collaboration has brought a high level of flexibility in communication that allows employees, co-workers and managers to connect with each other easily. Okay, so here we have flexibility. Using that flexibility, we are going to connect with anyone easily. Okay, technology in the workplace is a facilitator that makes an action or process easier to keep the whole workflow smooth and on track. Okay, so really technology is the real enabler. Now we can do anything using technology. So long back what is impossible is possible nowadays because of technology. Okay, so here see, you are not coming to college, even then you are learning lessons. How? Because of technology. Okay, so really technology is the real enabler. So there's no wonder to say that so technology is the nowadays a facilitator to keep our work run smoothly. Okay, now here in textbook itself they have given an explanation for every part. See the first part here, technology revolutionized the ways in which people connect together for work. Really, technology has revolutionized everything. You all know that. New technologies are changing important aspects of how we live and work and the ways we manage the distance in the workplace or workforce. Okay, I already explained that. So we are conquering time and distance because of technology only. Okay, So here many things changed because of technology. Okay, so here we are talking about management of distance. The management of distance requires more than just technical artifacts. In fact, techniques, social conventions, organizational structures and institutions are also required. Okay, so besides technology, we need to bother about techniques, we need to bother about social conventions, we have social norms, we sometimes can't overcome that. But if we understand the importance of technology, we can change our attitude also. Okay, so organizational structures also we are changing. For example, see, if you have to attend classes, surely you have to come to college and you have to sit in classroom and you have to listen a particular lecture. But here we change that structure. You are not attending classes, you are in your home, but from your home itself you are accessing the resources. That is the greatness of technology. So here in future we are going to change the structure of organizations also, and institutions are also. Okay, distributed work has evolved over the past several centuries. So here we are particularly talking about distributed work. Okay, so now you have to know what is meant by distributed work. So here I am giving explanation for distributed workforce. Okay, see here clearly I have mentioned distributed workforce is a workforce that reaches beyond the restrictions of a traditional office environment. It is dispersed geographically over a wide area, domestically and internationally. Okay, so here once again I am repeating, distributed workforce is a workforce that reaches beyond the restrictions of a traditional office environment. Best example, so to attend classes you are not coming to college, you are in your home. So here what we are doing, we are reaching beyond the restrictions of college. Okay, it is dispersed geographically over a wide area, domestically and internationally. For that I showed a map here. See, so here being in our country itself, domestically we are operating and we are having connection with AP, TN, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Delhi and Goa and Uttar Pradesh. Okay, sitting in our home itself, we are going to have some access to all these states. Domestically we are operating. So we can operate internationally also. Sitting in India itself, you can have contact with Russia, at the same time Britain, Canada, China, Japan and any other country. Okay, so that is the greatness of distributed workforce. That is the greatness of distributed workforce. Okay, so distributed workforce, what is that? It's nothing but a workforce that reaches beyond the restrictions of traditional office environment. It is dispersed geographically over a wide area, domestically and internationally. Okay, so how we are going to use that distributed workforce means by installing key technologies. Distributed companies enable employees located anywhere to access all the company's resources and software such as applications, data and email without working within the confines of physical company operated facility. Okay, so here distributed workforce, what it is doing, Nana, it is using company's resources. How means using an infrastructure. Under that infrastructure now we are going to create a software. So we have applications, data, emails and all these can be accessed by the employees and from their homes itself. So no need to come to office, no need to work from office. So they can be in their homes, from their homes they can operate anything. How means they are going to use the company's resources. Okay, that is the greatness of distributed workforce. Okay, so now see here I have mentioned methods and tools used by a company with distributed workforce. So here if a company has distributed workforce, what methods and tools it is going to use means, here I have given explanation. Company with a distributed workforce connects its employees using a networking infrastructure that makes it easy for team members across the world to work together. So what the company is going to do means it is going to create a networking infrastructure. So that infrastructure makes its employees to have connection. Okay, using a shared software approach called SaaS. Okay, here company is going to use a shared software approach that is called as SaaS. SaaS here means software as a service. Workers and teams can share files securely as well as access the company's lot more things. Here I mentioned databases, file sharing, telecommunications, customer relationship management, video conferencing, human resources, IT services, web analytics, all emails, calendars and much more. Okay, so here we created an infrastructure, networking infrastructure. Under that infrastructure now we are going to bother about all these things, and the company which has distributed workforce, that company can allow its employees to have access to all these details. So in such a way they are going to create a software, okay, that is known as networking infrastructure. Okay, so now see changes that occurred in the workplace environment across the 20th century. Okay, so what changes we have undergone during 20th century, now we have to know. For this best example, now you have seen Janata Garage movie. In that Junior NTR, the hero of the movie, goes to office to save a sincere officer in that office. There we have seen the higher official sitting on the top position, and below that all workers working in one room, all are accommodated. That is best example for 20th century office, Nana. So here I am giving example, Nana. Over the 20th century, okay, the workforce became increasingly associated with the office building. Okay, so here work means surely they have to come to office, surely they have to sit in one place, and they have to have communication there itself. But now see what changes we have seen during that period. Means in 90s now what happened, workers housed in a unified and controlling space. Best example Janata Garage movie, and that office we have seen, the fight scene you have seen, that. Okay, 1960s what happened, office was seen as a communication system. Okay, a little bit change here. So we long back felt that so workers should be housed in a unified and controlling space, but we realized that office is just a communication system. After that what happened, 1980s. So here there was a computer and we used to go to computer room to access the data. But now in 1980s what happened, computer moved from computer room to desktop. Okay, so no need to go to computer room, that is on your desktop only. So you can access the data from your place itself. That kind of facility we had. Now in 1990s what happened, so we have seen the introduction of new ways of working. So as part of that so people realize the role of technology. Okay, so virtual world. Okay, so real like world we are creating, Nana. So here you are not attending class. Okay, you are attending virtual classroom classes. Okay, so you are in your home, that is a virtual classroom for you. Means real like situation we are creating. Virtual world and digital tools reduce the need for synchronous and face-to-face communication and co-location for office workers. So here, due to technology, we realized that so no need to have face-to-face communication and no need to have co-location. Without the help of face-to-face communication, taking the help of technology, we can work together. Like that we realized. The meaning here is no need to accommodate all the workers in a unified and controlling space. That we understood. Okay, so here what we learn means using technology, using smartphones, using all sorts of softwares, social networking sites, chat box apps. We can communicate with anyone, we can communicate with anyone at any time, that we realized. So that made our work very easy. Okay, so these are the changes we have seen during 20th century. Okay, now see, we are talking about digital revolution. Okay, this digital revolution was the convergence between communication and computing technologies, which now allows individuals to connect in ways and on scales that were previously inconceivable. Okay, so because of digital revolution, what we felt impossible long back, that we made possible. That is the greatness of digital revolution. Okay, everything is possible. We can see. So now also due to corona, we are suffering a lot. Even then, using digital tools, now we are accessing with each other. Okay, that is the greatness of digitalization. Okay, now see here, I have mentioned some of the benefits of distributed workforce. What are the benefits of distributed workforce? Okay, simultaneous access to real-time data from instruments around the world. Okay, allowing co-workers to talk while something is happening. Okay, here see, distributed work means you can attend another work and you can at the same time you can access the real-time data. For example, recently I attended an online workshop. The title of the workshop is Universal Human Values. Okay, so to attend that program, actually I have to go to Hyderabad, but sitting in my comfort zone, that is my home, I attended that program, Nana. So you all know that I have 85-year-old mama. So if I had gone to Hyderabad, no, it would be impossible for me to take care of my mama. But here using technology, what happened, online workshop I attended. So actually I participated and then I also looked after my mama. Okay, so we can do simultaneously both work. You can attend your personal work, at the same time you can do office work also. That is the greatness of distributed workforce, Nana. Okay, so people who had previously driven long distance to attend a meeting can attend from their office. So if you have a meeting, the boss will call you to his main branch. Then what you have to do, you have to hurriedly rush to the office, you have to catch an auto and you have to waste time, you have to bother about all other things. But now due to technology, no need to waste time, no need to bother about any stress. Simply you can attend the meeting from your office itself. That is the greatness of distributed workforce. Okay, numerous people at various sites can stay in contact. So now itself, see, you are attending classes through that app GoToMeeting. So here 30 members are there in your classroom. So you are connected with each other and your faculty also connected to you. So numerous people at various sites can stay in contact. These are the main benefits of distributed workforce. Okay, you all know that every coin has two sides. Okay, so if we bother about advantages of technology, so some disadvantages also there. Okay, so if we pay more attention on disadvantages, so we can't enjoy the benefits of technology. So if any disadvantage is there, for that we have to find solution and we have to utilize that in our favor. Okay, now I'm going to talk about limitations of distributed workforce. Nothing but cons of distributed workforce or disadvantages of distributed workforce. Okay, complaints about quality of communication over audio and video conferencing. It's a big problem, Nana. So here some of you are living in villages. Though you have internet connection also, your connection is not that good. Okay, so you can't get audio sometimes, you can't get video sometimes. That problem will be there. Okay, but if bandwidth increases, long back we used 2G, after that we moved to 3G, after that we moved to 4G. Now we are planning 5G also. So if we increase bandwidth, we can overcome this problem also. Okay, and see, Another disadvantage, it is hard to detect a person's emotional state when you are not in the office. Best example, if it is face-to-face communication, no, what is going to happen? Imagine that if I am in classroom, if I am taking class, no, if someone is not paying attention to me, no, what I will do? I will raise that person. I'll ask questions. I'll make him alert to pay attention on my class. No, for example, often, Dilip, no, he is a little bit good student, no. So he won't have interest to listen to lectures. That time I can alert that boy. Okay, hey Dilip, what you are doing? So you are good students. No, why you are behaving like that? I can see his personal emotions, and I can manage him if I have face-to-face communication. If it is video conferencing, no, I am not going to understand the person's emotional state, whether he is having interest or not having interest. I can't guess. That is the problem with this distributed workforce. Okay, is it clear? Now see, once again we are talking about today's communication systems or technologies effective with respect to non-verbal aspects of communication. Okay, so non-verbal communication I already talked about, no? So while talking about group discussion, no, I mentioned all the non-verbal gestures. Okay, eye contact, facial expressions, sitting posture, and then moving hands, all this come under non-verbal communication. Okay, so obviously today's communication techniques are not effective with respect to non-verbal aspects of communication. We can say that frankly. Okay, so we need to improve them. Okay, so in the future, now we are able to connect with each other using these technologies, no? So in future, the technologies are going to be more improved versions. If you have face-to-face communication, no, what kind of experience you are going to have? Same experience in near future. If we increase bandwidth, if we improve designs, no, we can have that kind of experience. Okay. So effective group communication involves various non-verbal communication characteristics. Since distance limits interpersonal interaction between members of groups, these characteristics often become constrained. Okay. See, if you are in classroom, no, I am going to have eye contact with all of you. I'm going to alert someone who is not paying attention. Okay, so if someone is sitting awkwardly, if someone is moving around, if someone is seeing sideways, no, I can alert that person. Okay, different non-verbal gestures I can guess, and I can alert. But here we are having some sort of distance because of workforce, distributed workforce, no, I can't guess all that non-verbal communication of my students. Okay, many limits are there, but we can overcome